Okay, I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to create a route for your ITN Roadmaster. Now the product I'm going to use is called ITN Converter. They ask for a donation. I recommend $5–10 bucks. It's really worth every penny, and you want to help support somebody that's got something out there that definitely benefits from upgrades and updates from the maps and things. So you're going to go to Google, do an ITN space converter search, and you're going to see Benishu software. You're going to click on that. Then you're going to don't do the start download over there that you do. So you're going to download the software, and then you're going to install it. So that part's pretty easy. After you install it, you're going to have the recorder right here, which is now the first thing you do is you go to the editor, and the editor will launch the map. And naturally I'm starting in Poland. Technically I'm starting in France because this product is actually made in France. It's pretty cool. So I'm just going to look for some roads here. I'm going to do a quick little route for you to show you how to use this. And this is probably the easiest program I've ever used in my life for things. So first thing I want to do is find a starting point. And all I have to do is click on it and add that to my itinerary. That's it for a point. You can see it over there on the left. And then I can just move around and click on a second spot. Add that to my itinerary. And I'm going to come over here. Add this to my itinerary. Maybe I want to come over to this one. Add this to my itinerary. And you can see your building. The red marks are always the first and last. So your starting point and your ending point are clearly marked. Okay, I'm going to come over here. I'll mark another point. And you don't have to return to your original point of, where you started and everything, but I tend to do that. So I'm just going to put in a couple more turns. You will notice I put it after the turn. That seems to work better for any kind of plan that you have. So you go after the turn, and we're going to add a couple more points here, and then I'll just wrap this up and show you how I did this. And if I come down here, there's my 1, there's my 2, so I'm just going to go down here part way and put my final point. With that done, you notice over here I can select these and rearrange them by using the up and down arrows. I can take points out by removing them. But what I'm going to do next is click on the little picture of the car and say get directions. It plots my route. I'm going to use the mouse wheel and zoom that out a little bit, and there's the route, just like that. Now if you're happy with your route, then you're going to say okay. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but if you're not, now's when you would go over and edit it. So what I can do is I can just click the check mark here, validate the changes, and it brings me back to this screen. And what I want to do now is I want to export it. Now, on the Roadmaster, it likes GPX files, but you'll notice that for other GPSs, this thing exports in so many different formats. You can really use this a lot. But I'm going to go up here, select my GPX, and I'm going to say export. Now I use a specific thumb drive for my export, so you want to find something that's going to work on your car, on your bike. Small thumb drive is really good for doing just this particular thing. And I'm going to do a quick ride, and I'm going to save that. And I'm actually done with the ITN Converter. To go to is the Indian motorcycle, and I'm going to choose a file to have it converted. Once you do this, I'm going to go over here to my folder. There's my quick ride. Select that, and then you'll see the name of the file. And I'm just going to click on convert. It's converted. First off, you want to say where you want to put it. Again, always make sure it's going to the right place. I start my files that are converted to the Indian with Indian. And I'll just call this quick ride. And that's it. I'm all done with this part of it. Now what I want to do is go down to my bike, plug the USB into the USB port that's on the dashboard. I'm going to go to my GPS. I'm going to select favorites, and it will give me an option to load them from the USB. I select this file, it'll move it over to the bike, and I select it again to plot the route, and it's done. So it's a really easy program. Like I said, it's free, but I sent them a donation just today, actually. Very good site, good product, and it makes it real easy to plan your rides. You just come here, export them, and you're good to go. So that's all I have. This is Lee Keller with 360 Bikers.